Hey people, we are back with Gamer Dan.
Yo.
Yeah, how are you doing, Gamer Dan?
Good, good. Still plugging away on Zelda, but I am very excited about the Nintendo Direct. I've been reading and rewatching a lot of these clips and videos. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what's coming, but the back of my brain, I'm thinking there's storm clouds ahead. There's some things
Aha.
to be concerned about.
All right, I'd love to pick your brains about that. But I mean, now just so we know, next week we were gonna have Suzuka Gaming and Professor Suzuka. I think well, Pro Susie, or I don't know. But I was thinking to have her on. Well, we are gonna have her on today, but she couldn't make it sadly. So it's the two of us. But it's thought we just continue having a good old ganders on what is it replaying of this, but also shooting up some, sorry, giving our thoughts on some extra questions that came to mind. So, Gamer Dan, I thought I'd treat you with question one that I generated courtesy of AI. Anyway, here we go.
Sure.
Yeah. No, oh dear, you're not going to screw up with me today. Video. Let me just put the quality a bit lower. Sorry, audience. It's going to look dull, but anyway, three, two, one.
Yeah. Turn it down a little bit as well if you don't
Yeah.
mind.
Cheers, mate. I need to know what it's like on the other end. Alright, how's that? Sweet. Alright.
Better.
This could be our format going forward. Alright, now, number one. Now, question one. I'm going to signpost it clearly. Now, what advancements or innovations do you anticipate in the next generation of Nintendo consoles, and how might they revolutionize the gaming industry? Alright, that's quite a leading question. It's quite biased, but it depends what you think of what's coming next in the first place, and it's maybe in the wake of this direct. So let me know any thoughts you may have.
Well, I know that Nintendo's a company that's it kind of built its brand on being innovative. They push technology, and often they'll release games designed for new technologies. Shigeru Miyamoto famously doesn't want to go back and re-release old games that don't have any relevant to the current technology. But there are some hints to what Nintendo has been speculating or kind of leading towards. I mean, the hybridization of the Nintendo's console and handheld, game changer. It's widely known that Nintendo basically ruled the roost with the
Yeah.
handheld. No company came close to them. Their biggest sellers, hands down, were handheld consoles. Nintendo was a handheld console company that also released quality consoles.
Yep, for
But
sure. But
yeah, so when they with the Switch, they kind of blew it out of the water. You know, the hype, being able to play your console, pick it up, and take it around with you. Oh, fantastic! Hit the nail on the head. It played to their strengths, and it really was well marketed at the beginning.
yeah,
But
no, but yeah,
But there are some hints. I remember there's a game theory about this, about where Nintendo was planning on going, or potentially what the next generation of consoles will look like. I think that Nintendo might lean into AR, augmented reality,
yeah.
not VR, because PlayStation has got that. The PlayStation VR, Oculus Rift, those are fantastic but prohibitively expensive, and they basically limit the kinds of games you can play. People want to play their game, but they don't. But being immersed in a game is a different experience. I play games to unwind. Games that are physically exhausting is a different experience.
This is interesting. I like what you're speculating here. Somebody said, I can't remember there's this YouTuber out there. If I say he's got long hair and a beard, then I guess that doesn't help anyone find him. But oh, well, if I find him and that video he said this, I'll let you know. But he said Nintendo Switch solved answered the question that nobody realized that they had, the idea of being able to take a game and play it immediately. And what was very interesting about that is, oh man, Sonic. What's very interesting about that is what they did was with what Sony and Microsoft were bringing to the table, they thought to themselves, let's just take our handheld and our home console and just crash them together and just squeeze as much as we can out of our crops, if you would. And but whereas
The PS Vita.
Yeah, oh, right, exactly. Now, yeah, and again, let's. I want to talk later on about PlayStation coming back into the portable arena also, but that being said, uh, AR. I remember when the 3DS was, was being speculated. I mean, the 3DS and the Wii U, they kind of suffered the same fate in terms of being the next big thing from what the Wii and the DS brought to the gaming world. It's breaking records with casual gamers and so on. But yeah, and thus the same way the Wii was a bit. People didn't know what it was. I think some people wondered, is this the console? Is what's going on here? And that you have that, and then you have people not even literally being able to see the 3DS with the square eyes it gives you with the stereoscopic vision. To go back into AR, I mean, Nintendo tried the Virtual Boy, then they brought out the 3DS, and now PlayStation's got the VR headset locked quite a bit. I just wonder how they'll pull it off. So yeah.
Yeah, well, everyone remembers. Well, most gamers remember the Virtual Boy, or at least heard of what an utter debacle that was. It was VR before VR was technologically feasible.
Mm.
But AR is far less labor intensive. VR is difficult. It requires high level quality electronics and fully immersive game environment. AR is just a camera with an overlay with like a, a thing mapped on top. So the fact that Pokemon Go did so well and so popular was kind of an indication that there is a market for this. Being able to take your console out and about with you. Well, we've got that now. So instead of using a mobile as an AR camera, why not use the console itself? I mean, the game. If you look at the bottom of the Switch, the game's
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Joy-Cons, the Switch Joy-Cons at the bottom have got VR sensors at the bottom, which could easily be used for kind of locational games.